Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Planescape Torment, with me, BringItDon. Let us talk to Trias, the Deva. You see a being with skin of the purest ivory and hair of blinding white. His wings are charred, the feathers destroyed, yet he still radiates peace and love. He stands as if in meditation, taking no notice of your presence, holding his arms out to either side. Chains hold his forearms tightly, attached to the dais on which he stands. Though you do not recall having ever seen a Deva, you know in your heart that this is what this is. I've been looking for you, Deva.
What is it you wish of me, mortal? Speak your mind, and leave me to my memories of paradise.
The Deva raises its head and rests its gaze upon you. His voice is pure and melodic. Before you can answer, the Deva's face tightens and changes to a frown.
Updated my journal.
The Deva turns its head and rests its gaze upon Mort. The stench of Baator lies thick about you, Skull. Mort shoots back. You don't smell any better. When was the last time you bathed? Grace breathes. A Deva, yet those chains do not seem to bind him so much as smother his mind. The chains do not hold him. Belief chains him. Oh. Thanks, Dekan. Alright, Deva, I had questions for you. You bring a Tanari, he hisses the word, to my presence? What, did the wings give it away? I will not be baited by one who travels with fiends. Tanari, despite the suppleness of your form, you will not find me such an easy target as this mortal. Speak your mind, and leave Trias to his imprisonment. It was not my intention to tempt you, Deva. I fear that your confinement has affected you adversely. You speak glibly, Tanari, as do all your kind. Ask your questions, mortal, and leave. I'm not mortal. The Deva laughs in pure silver tones. As you wish, mortal. What do you require of me? Ravel the Hag sent me to you. Alright, what is this place? This is the dungeon below the gate town of Cursed, portal to Carcery, the prison plane of the gods. This is the home of traitors, the bitter, the condemned, whether or not they deserve their condemnation. Baltham Grace breaks in suddenly. What are your views on the Blood War, Lord Trias? His eyes flash lightning. The hosts have let their hearts falter, for they dare not confront the fiends directly. Where is their spirit, their love of purity? My lords direct the war from afar, manipulating the fiends into costly battles with one another, giving them weapons and filling their minds with the knowledge of how to hurt each other more effectively so that they might not look up and see our golden fields. So the Blood War is being orchestrated by creatures of good. Okay, that's interesting. And how can this be changed? Trias settles back, though his charred wings rustled slightly. There are ways to change even the minds of immortal generals, mortal. Someday they shall see. Of that I have no doubt. Who are you? I am Trias, the Condemned, once a general of the hosts of the Upper Plains, now languishing in a fetid bubble below the most wretched of gate towns. How did you get here? The people of this town, traitors all, know nothing of truth and beauty. They cannot tolerate it. They lured me here and chained me. Mortals do not possess the perspective that allows them to grow the strength of character to rise above desires, as I sought to teach them. I disagree, Lord Trias. You simply had an overabundance of trust in your spirit for them. A sneer twists his beautiful face. Surely, Mistress Tanari, you don't believe that mortals can ever gain that perspective. Not when you are what you are. Your very nature cries out to subdue any chance mortals might have to rise above their base instincts. Alright, that's enough. I had more questions, Trias. Again? How did your wings get burned? It was part of the grand betrayal. They seared my wings as they manacled me, that I might not flee them even through the earth. It is the nature of this place that things of beauty are not tolerated. Alright, Ravel the Hag sent me to you. She said you had knowledge for me about my stolen mortality. Ravel, the Night Hag. A stolen mortality. This all seems so familiar to me, yet I fear I cannot dredge up the knowledge while these chains confine me. Why not? These chains imprison more than my movements. Memories of much knowledge do I have, but the chains distort the memory. How can the chains be broken?
Updated my journal.
If I still possess the instrument of my station, these chains could be sundered easily. My blade, Celestial Fire, is held by the shadows of this town, used to power their poor prison. If I only possessed it in my hand, such freedom would I again know. It is kept in this foul prison, in a locked and guarded chamber. The door is locked, but I know the combination. He speaks 3 arcane syllables that burn into your mind. Return, and strike these chains with my blade, and my restored memory should enlighten both of us. Very well, I'll be back.
Done.
I don't trust him, obviously. That's the reason why he's the Condemned. wonder if he's supposed to be like a Luciferian. I wonder if I can open up this gate. So I'm assuming he's talking about this one, right? No, let's try this one first. This might just be the exit, though. Yeah, door's locked. Alright, that's fine. Go back this way. But yeah, I definitely don't trust him. But yeah, we'll set him free and see what happens. I mean, it's not like he can kill me, so... Alright, this gate is held in place by massive locks and barbs. It looks like it would be impossible to open by any means you have at your disposal. Oh, excuse me. I had a hiccup. Speak the syllables Trias gave you. As you intone the first syllable, the gate creaks and groans. The metal barbs twist and pull on the second, and on the third, the gate springs open. Alright, what the nine hells are you doing down here? I'm looking for a Deva? He smiles. You'll be joining the Celestial Choir soon enough, Burke. He unlabors his weapon and attacks. I mean, I'm gonna fight him, I guess, if he wants to fight. Alright, what do we got here?
Endure in enduring growth.
That buzzing is very loud when they when the swarm dissipates.
The rock sings true.
What? Imbecile.
Ready.
I will hear you.
I might use a few blood charms just to keep everybody on the up and up. There we go. There's nothing over there. Alright, let's kill these cursed guards real quick.
What's up, Chief? Epoxy bastard.
Holy crap, for 26.
Balance in all things.
What's the word, Chief? Prime scum.
There's a handful of these guys. Alright,
It is I.
let's see. Might just do Ignis's Terror to split them up, but what else do I got? Let's do Fire and Ice. Oh, it hits us too. That's not good.
Time is
But now I know. Oh, so many of them. Okay. Ignis's Terror.
I had to wake up from the dead in a place like this.
Oops, wrong person. Come on, you grab it. There we go.
In enduring, grow strong.
Oh, a Fingerbone Key. Alright, it's
I must be
different.
hallucinating all this.
what?
Her inventory's
Yes?
full.
1 foot in the gun.
How may I help?
Alright.
Done.
Should probably get some more healing
I
out of
hear
the
your
way.
words. All right. I feel stronger. I hear you.
We gotta level up somewhere. There we go. Summarizations, characteristic point gained, and 1 hit point gained. Yay! And cool. This is Roberta. This is the woman that we got imprisoned, right? You see Roberta. When she notices you, a look of rage overcomes her. You maggot-infested dung heap. Look what has become of me because of you. Her face is so red you think she may burst. Because of me. I'm not the one who plotted the death of my spouse. Her eyes narrow to slits, and she practically spits her words at you. You betrayed my trust. Carl gloated over your treachery before he sent me here. You spawn of a harlot. Speaking of harlots, did Carrie make it down here as well? She screams at you. You know the answer, lover of goats. You wish to torture me more with this play of innocence. Pretend I don't and tell me what happened to her. The treacherous wench, she set herself up as Carl's mistress and avoided prison. Smart girl. Well, I must be going now. Farewell. She glares at you, her eyes dripping hatred. Yes, walk away. But know this, I will not be in this pit forever, and I will not forget you or the harlot. Ignore her and leave.
Done.
Ooh, what's this? This person appears to have died with some horrible wasting disease. Oh, there's so many guards. Okay, well. So be it.
Damn it.
Die.
That's Deva.
Balance in all things. I'm gone.
So we got her imprisoned as well. Alright, maybe I should cast some buff spells real quick just to...
I'm here.
just to keep us in the game for now.
For your incessant clicking are not known to me. In Zerasamon's name, the flesh knows that it suffers, even when the mind does.
Done.
Oh, there's a handful of them. Let's see here. Let's do Ignis's terror. I only got the one, but that's fine. It's enough.
Damn.
It still comes back and attacks. I don't like that.
On the blasted plains, Zerthamon told Get that there cannot be two skies.
Alright,
In
Siaba,
the
what do
wake
you
of
got?
his words came war.
Siaba spits at your feet. Dog, you dare speak to me again when your false words imprison me here? Traitor, I hope this stick swallows you and spits your bleached bones on the shore, that they might be whittled into flutes for an army of dung eaters. Farewell, Siaba. Siaba? So these are all locked. Can I not get into these yet?
Aye.
Let's try.
Right.
Okay, so these are all locked because of the sword. So I'll probably be able to get into this door up here once I retrieve the sword. Do you have anything else? There we go. Perfect. I'm gonna aggro more of them because of this. Uh-oh.
Yes.
Hmm.
How may I help?
Did I hit a trap or did someone cast a spell on me? Because we were taking a significant amount of damage from it.
I'm gone.
Alright, well. The nameless one is taking a beating. Alright, let's go get this guy. Let's taunt him as well. Played a little smart now.
I'm listening.
So we're all in pretty rough shape.
Right.
Try to arise over the merely carnal and see the universe for more than it is. I'm trying to concentrate here.
I'm gone.
Another bracelet. I'm sorry, was this a blood charm to Decon? This bracelet is a dead bond. The immunity to panic +1 to strength. I can't think of anyone this would actually be good on. Dakan already has one. I have the Magus Guard, which I think I'd prefer.
Mort, like Latin for death.
Can't give that to him. Okay. Well, regardless, let's talk to Anesius. The Githyanki glares bitterly at you and says nothing. When you try to speak to him, he spits on the ground and turns from you. Alright, farewell then.
I'm gone.
I tried to have a fruitful conversation with you.
Women are the reason I became a monk. Your sheer ugliness stabs me into my eyes.
Reminder note.
You know what? We should get some female. Sure.
Can't. There we go. Alright, what's this? Elson, for the love of whatever powers you hold dear, don't make the same mistake thrice. You're not trying to open the door to the inner sanctum, so do not step on the trigger plate. The first time you made that mistake, it cost you your foot. The second time, it was most of your leg. I shudder to think what atrocities you might inflict on yourself should you step on it a third time. Destroy this note when you've finally gotten this message through that blockade of a stone you call a skull. So a trigger plate?
Done.
Let's go to that door right there, right?
Zerths are those that know the words of Zerth. They protect the Githzerai community against all threats, whether to the body or to the spirit.
Rune Sum with mystical power. And there's the sword. Do I need to talk to Cassius here? Alright, Cassius, what do you got? You see a grossly corpulent man with folds of fat oozing every which way. His eye slowly turns toward you, and when it lands on you, you are suddenly hit with a feeling of unspeakable danger. Oh, the true essence of the sword. What you see there is a shallow shell. The blade is in me. You must defeat me to reach it. Who are you? His voice rolls out from a... Oh my goodness. His deep voice rolls out from the layers of fat. My name is Cassius. I was the greatest weapon of a dead abyssal lord, and his heirs seek me yet. I am a dread secret in the heart of the chaotic plains, and I am the guard of this blade. You were a weapon? I was once the most effective weapon in all the abyss, shaped to my master's will. I could take the form of any creature's doom. I have slain more foes of my dead lord than most have moments in their lives. My brother, my pale shadow, my Sigil, slays still in the depths of the abyss. Why did you leave? My master sank into the heart of the abyss while I was out a-slaying. When I returned from the assassination, he was gone, and his heirs came baying to claim me. None of them could tame me, and so I left. This duty is pleasant. Those who come, I slay. It is not an onerous task. Could you slay me? He studies you carefully. After a moment, he announces, I could, though it would be a dear fight. Do you wish me to slay you? I'd like you to try. Tell me that you have come for the blade, and I shall destroy you. I've come for the blade. His voice is cavernously deep. The sword power is the prison of Cursed. Its removal shall free all the prisoners condemned to be forgotten. I am charged to prevent this from happening. Do you wish the blade? I mean, not really, no. Yes. Then these are the rules. You must choose between 3 options: strength, wits, or speed. Should you fail at any of these, I shall destroy you. Alright, wits. Then I shall ask you 3 riddles. Should you fail, I will destroy you and fashion pipes from your skull and play a song of torment on your spirit for eternity. Alright, very well. Ask your riddles.
Updated my journal.
We begin with a classic riddle. What walks on 4 legs at dawn, 2 legs at noon, and 3 at dusk? I think this is the riddle of the Sphinx, is it not? This is what was written on the Sphinx somewhere. It's man. You know the answer. A human who crawls on all 4s at birth, walks on 2 legs during youth, and leans on a cane during old age. So 4, 2, and 3. That is correct. For the second riddle, I groan, but words never escape my lips. I may be empty, but never am I full. What am I? You know the answer. Are you hunger? Yes, the third riddle is this. What flies and cannot stand still? What devours all it touches, yet eats nothing? What can never be lent, yet is always wasted? What is always spent, yet never earned? And you know the answer. The answer is time.
Updated my journal.
You have bested me. Your appearance led me to believe that your wits were a match for your scarred exterior. I have failed in my duty, and I yield the blade to you. I must depart this place. Thanks. No, not my limb. Hold on a second. No. Edge, only by lawful good characters, which I'm not. Actually, can he wear this? No, he can't. Not leave my limb behind. Are you crazy? I saw the door should be open to me now. Holy crap-a-rolly. That's some serious range. I didn't realize it was gonna go that far. Anyway, what else do I got? I can move everybody back.
Good as done.
And who I shall serve.
Right. Please, sir. A pleasure.
I think processing.
I'm gone.
Alright, let's try force missiles, I guess. No, I guess we're going down swinging. Let's do it.
Die. Done.
Come on, there we go. Well, they're all getting one shot, so it's not a big deal. Just keep an eye on my health.
Leader deceased.
Yep.
Hierarchy disrupted. Awaiting new orders.
I knew it was gonna happen.
I'm gone.
It's fine. We can get back there real quick and finish him off. I could just not go back to Khan. Khan, what are you doing, bud?
I hear your words.
Khan, you're in trouble, aren't you? What are you doing over here?
There cannot be two skies.
Alright, well, the Khan might be able to handle the rest of them on his own, right? So Cloud Kill isn't what I thought it was gonna be. It's not the
You see that?
I assumed it was gonna be like in other games where oh wait, am I still being attacked? Yes, I am. There we go. Where it leaves a cloud. Oh wait, there's a skeleton here. Oh sorry, because I can go in all the doors now. Cool. Let's see if I can finish killing these guys real quick, and then I could probably look into resting, in all honesty.
Die.
It is I.
Awaiting order.
Ready.
Done.
Alright, let's check out these prison cells. I'm guessing there's nothing in them just because they were holding the whatever they are, the monsters. Or the, not monsters, the criminals. Jeez. They aren't monsters, necessarily. I mean, they were immediately hostile. So maybe they are monsters. No matter how you twist and tug at this gate, it remains sealed. Something tells you that you need a special key for this door. Would this not be it? Can I not use this on the door? Do I have to equip it?
Done.
Well, it's the only key that I've found, right? Am I missing somebody? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I am not. Alright, let's go talk to Trias again.
You have another question.
Alright, is this your sword? It was in the middle of the prison. He looked shocked for a moment. Celestial fire? You recovered my blade. Will you free me? Then strike a blow against the chain. Strike the Deva. Strike a blow against the chain. Listen to the music. I love that song. The chains sunder easily under the blade, and the sound of a thunderclap resonates between your ears. Everything goes black for a moment, and you feel the blade vanish from between your fingers. Wait.
I thank you for freeing me. I owe you much. What would you ask of me, mortal? I'm afraid I can offer little in the way of boons.
Let's see. Well, I have many questions for you. Do you seek power over the minds of your fellow mortals? Do you hope for wishes to be granted? Do you want wealth? Do you seek more souls to torment? I seek knowledge, not power or wealth. Then speak your desire. My mortality was stolen from me. I wish to reclaim it.
Updated my journal.
You speak foolishness, yet there is one who might be able to help you with what you seek. It is a fiend named Sigil Forked Tongue. He shall aid you. The Deva's lips quirk in a small smile. He is under an obligation to do charity. How do I reach him?
Updated my journal.
There lies a portal to the north of this prison. Its key is a broken chain link. He looks meaningfully at the shattered links around his feet, stoops, and presses one into your hand. An appropriate key for one who seeks to leave cursed. Well, my thanks. Farewell. Farewell, mortal. I have business to attend to. He looks meaningfully at the ceiling of his prison, and leaps into the earth above him like a diver into an ocean.
I'm gone.
Well, that was neat. Okay, well. So he didn't betray us, not outrightly anyway. I still didn't trust him. I wonder if I'll run into him again. So this is our chance to get out of here, right? He gave us a chain link key. Did I leave it back there? Hold on. I have an empty spot in my thing. So he took the sword, so I should have had...
Done.
Unless it's elsewhere. Maybe it's up here? I don't actually know. Yeah, I didn't leave anything on the ground.
I'm gone.
Huh. go check it out again. I can't open this door. Oh, here we go. As you approach the door, the link of chain... Why did that not work earlier? As you approach the door, the link of chain Trias pressed into your hands begins to heat. There's a telltale flickering on the edges of the barbed gate. A portal waits there. Occasional gusts of hot, foul-smelling air issue from the mouth of this mess. Okay, we've already... Hello, Valor. Let's talk. Before you is a towering, empty suit of armor. The plates are suspended in space, as if secured over an invisible frame. Red veins run across the length of the metal greaves, and a huge double-edged executioner's axe rests in its hands. Engravings decorate the surface of the armor, the most prominent of which is a crimson serpent with its wings outspread. Examine the armor. The armor is archaic, and the shoulder blades are just that, a great ridge of blades sprouting from the shoulder plates. You almost would have taken the ridged blades as decoration. They look too heavy and dangerous to be anything more than an additional weapon, an already menacing suit of armor. The armor bears dents and other marks of battle, and its surface has been scarred by age and rust. Examine the helm. Examine the axe. This double-bladed battle axe is reminiscent of an executioner's axe. The axe head has been forged into the likeness of a blood-red serpent with its wings outspread, the outstretched wings curling to become the edges of the axe. The axe itself is huge, even wielded two-handed. It would require tremendous strength to use effectively. Yet it rests in the disembodied gauntlet of the armor, almost casually. Examine the helm. The helm resembles the skull of some creature. Curved metal teeth line the bottom edge of the faceplate, hanging down over empty space. The helm rests in the air, its interior hidden in shadow. Valor? You don't know where the name came from, but you know it belongs to the armor. You barely whisper it. Now, if you remember, very early on in the playthrough, in the Smoldering Corpse bar, I think, there are Mercy Killers, and they mentioned Valor, who was the greatest of them. Anyway. You barely whisper it, but it echoes strangely in the chamber. The air stirs, just enough to send a crawling sensation swimming through your skull, and a knot to tighten in your heart. Try and recall the memory, and bring it to the surface. You stare upon the suit of armor, the shadows beneath the visor take shape, coalescing into the features of a powerful, ebony-skinned man. His eyes are like fires, and he bears numerous scars. Was this Valor, when he wore flesh? He seems hauntingly familiar, both as a suit of armor and as a flesh-and-blood human. Valor, awaken. There's a flare of brilliant red light from beneath the helm, lancing out to almost blinding. You shield your eyes from the glare. When you recover them, you see two embers burning within the shadows of the helm.
I have awakened.
The voice is spectral, hollow, and echoes within the suit of armor. It is not a human voice. It feels more like a force, a presence. It doesn't sound like anything alive, or like anything that ever lived. Who are you?
Updated my journal.
I am Valor. What are you? I am a Mercy Killer. As Valor pronounces the word Mercy Killer, Anna and Mort stiffen. Mercy Killer. Mercy Killers serve justice. Justice purges evil. When all have been cleansed, the multiverse achieves perfection. Why are you called Mercy Killers? Mercy is a shield used by the weak. Mercy is weakness. Mercy is death. No one is innocent. Mercy Killers slay mercy and its horrors wherever their plague has carried them. Yeah, I disagree. Mercy is strength, and there are times when even justice can be unjust, especially when carried to the extreme. Mercy eats the heart of justice. No one that lives is innocent. What defines justice, Valor? What is it, really? Justice is defined by law. And what is law, Valor? Law is the tool by which justice is served. And what makes the laws, Valor? Law is defined by justice. That's a circular argument, Valor. It's meaningless. You say justice is defined by law, which is defined by justice. Law is defined by justice. Living men and women make laws, Valor. Are the laws they make just? Laws are just. But if these laws are made by living men and women, who, as you've said, are not innocent, then haven't the laws been tainted by their hands? Nothing that lives is innocent, yet law rises above the flesh and blood. From imperfection, perfection may be made. Unjust laws may be refined, bled of their evil. Then you admit laws are not always perfect, but if these same laws define justice, then isn't justice imperfect as well? Valor is silent. Valor, there is no justice. All you do in the name of justice is meaningless. Your life is meaningless. No, Never mind, Valor. I had other questions for you. I'm not going to make him kill himself. You say you serve justice, Valor. How? Justice uses mercy killers as her eyes. Justice uses mercy killers to dispense her will. When sentence is passed, she lends us her strength. And how do you know when to dispense justice? Justice sees through my eyes. The eyes of a mercy killer can see the cracks of weakness, the frailties, the wounds of mercy upon the heart. In seeing, I know the guilt. I know their fear. Or you could know no fear. Ultramarines novel. It's pretty good. Horse heresy. Anyway. What do you see when you look at another? All I see is judged. I may look at the heart and mind of another and know them. The eye of justice sees through me. What do you see when you look at Mort? The skull knows much, yet it knows nothing of justice. Many with hearts like the skulls now lie within prisons and graves. What do you see when you look at Anna? The tiefling is tainted by the lower planes. Her blood leaves no room for loyalty to justice. She understands justice, but she ignores it. Valor's eyes flare to torches. She will not ignore me. Anna's eye narrows. You best be keeping your blind eye off me, spirit. I'll have no dealing with you, so I won't. Valor's eyes flare. Tiefling, answer me. Have you ever committed an injustice? As Valor's eyes fall upon Anna, she flinches, as if burned. Nay, spirit, and you have no business a questioning me. You don't. Justice gives me the right. Aye, and what justice might that be? Your justice is not my justice. It's as hollow as your suit of armor. You make your own justice, which you blindly ignore when it comes to judging yourself. Mercy killers are justice. Our actions are above question, tiefling. Oh, I? Well, you and your mercy killers swung many of my friends from the leafless tree in the name of justice when the inclination struck you. Burn in Bator's fires, you cursed half-dead thing, and may the powers water on you for good measure. I wish your armor to be dropped into the foundry's vats and melted down so that not a plate remains. For the last time, tiefling, have you ever committed an injustice? Refusal to answer is an admission of guilt. Yeah, wait and see what Anna says. Stop your questioning, Valor. Fall from Grace's words are spoken without the slightest hint of a threat, but somehow they feel dangerous. This is not a court. You will not place her on trial in my presence. Leave her alone. She has committed injustices. I will punish her. To do so, Valor, you must go through me, and I will not allow her to be harmed. All that stand in the path of justice shall be sentenced. You have earned your fate, Succubus. No, Valor, you won't. You have no right. Justice gives me the right. Guilt cloaks her like a second skin. I told you to stop, Valor, and I meant it. So the horror that is mercy shows itself. Weakness has poisoned your heart. Mercy is not weakness, Valor. You will leave her be, or you will answer to me. Has it? Then judge me, Valor. If you find me wanting, then pass sentence on me. Who are you to question a servant of justice? You are nothing. You are a shell. I will now search your heart. We shall see if you are found wanting. But, as Valor's burning red eyes fall upon you, you feel them tearing at your skin, blistering it, and peeling it back. But there is no pain, just a wash of dizziness and a sense of drowning. As his eyes burn into you, you feel a memory stir. Succumb to the memory. The burning red eyes grow brighter, to almost blinding. Then you are facing Valor. But where there was hollow space before, there is flesh. A scarred, ebony-skinned man Ebony-skinned man glares from beneath the helmet, his eyes like fires as he regards you. The armor is gleaming, and his face locked in fury. He has come for you. You have found me, Valor. You have traveled a long way. I imagine it was not easy finding me. Justice led me to you. Where you walk, you leave a trail of suffering. The man's voice rumbles, but there is no echo. None of Valor's spectral voice. Just anger and fury and flesh and blood. He is dangerous, but this is no spectral force. Only a man, and you have defeated many such men. I will see you brought before the Sigilian courts and punished. If you deny it, then say it, and I shall judge you. I deny it. Judge me, then I shall judge you. Judge me. Valor's eyes burn, and he grips his axe tightly, the muscle cords in his neck and arm tightening as he begins to swing it, slowly, menacingly. You have no right to judge me. Yes, I have, Valor, for I know your heart, and my power gives me the right to judge you. But I shall not judge you now. You must rest within this cage until the day I can set you free to walk the plains once more. As the incarnation says the word cage, Valor's gaze suddenly turns from you to the surrounding walls. It is the walls of the cursed prison cell where you found him, many years in the past. Many years, enough for a man to die many deaths, or perhaps just one. I eluded you up to this point, Valor. Why do you think I agreed to meet you here? Did you think I was surrendering? Or wished to fight you? No. This is the gate town of Cursed, Valor. It borders the prison plane of Carcery, where even gods are held prisoner. You are powerful, Valor, but the energies of this place allow even the mightiest to be caged here. Valor turns, but some of the fire has died in his eyes. This is treachery. Treachery runs through this place like veins, and it is that treachery that lends me the strength for this enchantment. That is why I was forced to meet you here in Cursed. I can leave this cell, Valor, but until I come for you, you cannot. Your crusade for justice is truly remarkable, but it will be forgotten, and perhaps in time, even justice will forget you. You go beyond denying yourself justice, but you're denying my crusade. I know of your mission, but that will have to wait until I am done with my mission, and this is the second time you have found me and attempted to judge me. I will not allow it to happen a third time. Valor says nothing. Never have you sounded so final. You're pronouncing a terrible judgment on him, a judgment that carries no justice at all. I am immortal, Valor, but you are a strange one. Justice has touched you, and that justice may be more powerful than whatever it is that sustains me. Still, take heart. I do not wish you to die. Perhaps one day I will have need of someone who has the power to kill me. So here you will remain until I come for you.
Updated my journal.
The memory blackens, running into darkness, and suddenly you are facing the spectral Valor again, his armored visage empty of flesh, only the burning embers. Valor? You shall be judged. Very well. As Valor's burning gaze falls upon you, you suddenly feel a strange sense of detachment, almost as if you were stepping back outside of your body. One moment. There is a faint whisper, a crawling within your skull, and suddenly you know that no matter what Valor claims to see, he will only see what you wish him to see. You know that even the simplest of deceptions he must accept. You are a closed book to him. Have you ever murdered another? Yes, it was my hand, but not my mind, Valor. In one of my previous incarnations, I murdered a man named Finn Andelie because of the knowledge he possessed. You've admitted to the crime. Valor's eyes flare within his helm, and you have a sudden glimpse of the terrible force lurking within this spectral armor. The guilty shall be punished. But I've already been punished, Valor. Valor, fall still. I will hear of your punishment. Every time I die, Valor, I have lost my memories. I have no sense of self, no sense of who I am or was, and I bear thousands of scars in the mind and body from wounds I cannot remember. Death rejects me, and I fear I shall never be able to be at peace. Valor stares at you, his eyes burning brightly. You feel the same stare as before, the tearing and peeling back of the skin, as Valor seems to dissect you. You feel a wave of nausea swim through you, and a sense of drowning, deeper this time, until your vision almost fades to black. You have been punished. The mark of justice is upon you. I see it upon your flesh. Then, know this. There is much that cannot be seen in you. I shall watch you. You have been punished, but will not save you from future punishments for crimes to come. Very well, Valor. We shall consider this settled. For the moment. I had some questions for you. How long were you imprisoned? Time fled as I lay imprisoned. Time bears no meaning, only justice. Do you know why you came to Cursed? Much is lost of my memory. I traveled in search of betrayers. They found me and imprisoned me here. An act of treachery. What betrayers? Cursed is a city of betrayers. It is a city that defies justice. I came to cleanse it. How were you imprisoned? Valor is silent for a moment. The embers in his eyes flicker. Valor, do you recall how they imprisoned you? I do not know. How did you die? Valor's ember eyes fall upon you. There's a heavy silence. Valor, how did you die? I live. Well, in a manner of speaking, but what happened to your physical body? As you're about to speak, there's a strange crawling sensation through the back of your skull, and you suddenly know that Valor doesn't realize he's dead. For some reason, you feel that this revelation could prove extremely dangerous. Alright, I'm not going to worry about it. You say you can see the hearts of others, Valor. How? All I see is judged. I may look at the heart and mind of another and know them. The eye of justice sees through me. What do you see when you look at Dakan? This Githzerai's heart lacks the prejudice that poisons his kind, yet he exists in conflict with himself, for his word is his will and his law. Where Githzerai's thrive in chaos, this one suffers. Prejudices? What do you mean? The Githzerai race burns with prejudice. There is no place for prejudice in justice's eye. What prejudices? By its nature, prejudice taints justice. Githzerai are prejudiced against the Githyanki, their racial cousins, and the Illithids, who are the owners of the Gith peoples. Hatred for both the Githyanki and Illithids burns in the Githzerai heart. Prejudice taints justice, huh? What about what you said about Anna? My words did not stem from prejudice. They stem from observation and remembrance. Well, I think your observations speak of prejudice, Valor. You're quick to lump all fiends together. Maybe you should examine your observations. My observations are done through justice's eye. I observe, then I act. You would do well to remember this, if all else is forgotten to you. What do you see when you look at Fall from Grace? Tenari are born from chaos. They care nothing for justice. The succubus knows of justice, but she has turned from it. Mercy has poisoned her heart. Okay. Let me ask you of someone else. I know of justice, Valor. I temper it with experience and wisdom, and when justice is tempered with those two truths, it becomes stronger. I know of mercy and forgiveness as well, for without them, the plains would be a much crueler place. Valor's eyes flare. Mercy eats at the heart of justice. Mercy devours all that is perfection. Compassion and forgiveness are mercy's poisons. No, Valor, they are not. They are instruments by which another soul may be redeemed, elevated, and strengthened. In so doing, the multiverse is strengthened. Therein lies the perfection you speak of. You are weak, succubus. You are as weak as all your kind. Where your kind seduces with the flesh, mercy has seduced you. You are mercy's whore. You are nothing. Fall from Grace draws herself up at this. Am I, Valor? Then judge me with your sight. See if you can find me wanting. See if you can find the weakness that you claim eats at me. Valor's eyes flare as he stares at Fall from Grace, the two embers burning like torches. Fall from Grace meets his gaze steadily, her eyes crystal and determined. The roots of weakness are there. You believe yourself strong, but mercy will feed upon the roots. It will devour your will. Valor pauses for a moment, and his next words fall like a hammer. Yet, other weaknesses do you hold in your heart, succubus. That is what my eyes see. You care. In caring, you have become weak. On that point, we are divided, Valor. What do you see when you look at Nordum? The Modron is of no consequence. It can define justice, but it does not understand it. It is not satisfactory, but it is enough. Poor Nordum. What do you see when you look at yourself? I am Valor. I am a mercy killer. My actions speak my heart. That's not what I asked. There's a heavy silence, but Valor does not break it. His ember eyes match your gaze without a flicker. I ask, what do you see when you look at yourself? What do you see when you judge yourself, Valor? I do not judge myself. I am a mercy killer. My actions speak my heart. My will is justice's will. So you're beyond justice. I serve justice. I am never beyond justice. Nothing is beyond justice. Then take a look at yourself, Valor. What do the eyes of justice see when they look at its servant? The embers of Valor's eyes suddenly go black, and there's a terrible silence in the air. Just when you're beginning to wonder if Valor's eyes will relight, there is a flare, and you are forced to shield your eyes. Valor? I am Valor. I am a mercy killer. My actions speak my heart. I am justice's servant. But, Valor, what did you see when... Before you can speak, you feel a strange crawling sensation worming through the back of your skull, and the words pause at the edge of your tongue. You know that if you press the issue, you'll be awakening something in Valor. Something dangerous. Alright, I seek justice too, Valor. Will you join me? Valor's ember eyes fall upon you. There is a heavy silence. I will join you. Your will is an inconsistent thing, but I shall teach you of justice. I shall teach you of the slaying of mercy. So you can bring him with you? I'm not going to.
I will watch this place in your absence.
Because Nordham is better? In my opinion.
I will.
Aw, man, I was gonna get him to kill himself. Oh well. I think he's a really cool character to have.
I will wait here.
But he doesn't suit my
I'm
needs
gone.
for this playthrough, I don't think. So Valor will stay there in Cursed Prison. That's a lot of reading. Gosh. This is gonna be another long episode, guys. And after we kill these guys, we'll call it an episode. Alright, we're going to call it here. The next episode, we'll continue to explore the Outlands. Thanks for watching. Hope to see y'all in the next one.